$10, that's it. That's the whole week. I'm standing in my kitchen counting it twice like the number's going to change if I look hard enough. It doesn't. 2 5s and a crumpled receipt I mistook for a third bill for a second, which honestly tells you where my head's at already. Day 1 starts calm, almost too calm. I've got a can of beans in the back of the cupboard I forgot I owned, half a bag of rice, and this weird sense of confidence like I've got this handled. I walk to the store with my $10 folded in my pocket like it's something sacred, checking every few minutes just to make sure it's still there. I'm doing math I've never done in my life. Eggs are 18 cents each if I buy the flat instead of the carton. Rice stretches 4 days if I'm careful with it. I stand in the cereal aisle for way too long just looking at prices per ounce, like it's a personal insult that I never noticed this before. I leave with a bag that weighs almost nothing and somehow feels like I just won something. By hour 6, I'm hungry in a way that has nothing to do with my stomach. My phone buzzes, food delivery ad, 30% off, ends tonight. My thumb hovers over it for a second longer than it should. There's a picture of a burger on there that looks lit from the inside. I close the app. That was closer than I want to admit. Day 2, I wake up and the first thing I do before I even get out of bed is check how much I have left. $6.80. I haven't even bought anything today, and I'm already doing the math like it's a countdown clock ticking somewhere behind my eyes. I make rice and an egg and eat it slower than I've ever eaten anything in my life, because eating slow tricks my brain into thinking there's more of it than there actually is. Around lunchtime, a coworker walks by with a sandwich from the place down the street, the paper wrapper still a little warm. The smell hits me first, then this small, sharp feeling I wasn't expecting. Not jealousy exactly, more like I'm watching a version of my own life that I don't currently have access to. I say I already ate, I didn't really. That afternoon I catch myself doing something I've never done before, standing in the break room, staring at the community coffee machine like it's a small miracle. Free. Actually free. I make a cup I don't even really want, just because I can, and it might be the best coffee I've ever had. Day 3. Something shifts. I find myself standing in front of my open fridge, just staring at a half onion like it's a puzzle piece. What can this become? I've never once in my life looked at a vegetable and felt like a strategist, but here I am, turning it over in my hand, calculating. I chop it into the rice with a little oil I'm rationing like it's fuel for a rocket. It's better. Small win, it feels bigger than it should, and I catch myself smiling a little. Alone in my kitchen, over an onion. My phone's still buzzing all day. Ads for shoes I don't need, a food delivery app that seems to know exactly when I skipped a meal, a subscription renewal I forgot existed until right now. Normally I scroll past all of it without blinking, half a second of attention and gone. Today every single one feels aimed directly at me, like the whole internet has somehow found out how broke I am and is testing me on purpose, one notification at a time. Day 4, I'm tired in a way sleep doesn't fix, not dramatic tired, just worn a little thin around the edges. I catch myself opening the fridge for the 3rd time in an hour, like something new is going to have appeared in there since the last check. It doesn't. I drink a glass of water instead and tell myself that counts as something, even though we both know it doesn't really. Then my friend texts asking if I want to grab coffee. I almost say no automatically, thumb already typing an excuse, and then catch myself feeling embarrassed about the actual reason. I tell them straight up, I'm kind of broke this week. There's a pause before they respond that feels longer than it probably was. Then, I got this one, you can get the next one. I sit across from them holding a coffee I didn't pay for, feeling something complicated, grateful, a little exposed, both at once, sitting right next to each other in my chest. Day 5, I've got $3.40 left, and 4 days don't exist yet. Wait, I catch the math wrong and redo it twice in my head because I need it to be right this time. It is what it is. Rice again. I don't even taste it anymore. I just know it's fuel, the same way you don't taste air. You just know you need it. I walk past a bakery on the way home. The smell alone feels almost unfair, like it's doing this on purpose. I stand outside the window for a second longer than I mean to, just breathing it in, like that's somehow the same as eating it. It's not, but it's something and I take it. Day 6, I'm counting the hours the way you count down the last few minutes of a shift that won't end. My stomach's got this hollow, quiet feeling to it now. Not sharp, just present, like it's reminding me it's still there and it hasn't forgotten about me. I keep catching myself imagining what I'm going to eat first when this is over. Not anything fancy, just a full plate, something with more than 2 ingredients touching each other. That night I lie awake for a bit longer than usual, and my brain starts doing this thing where it replays the week like a highlight reel. The onion, the coffee I didn't pay for, the ad I almost tapped. It's strange how much detail a week like this burns into you when a normal week just kind of dissolves the second it's over. Day 7, Last day. I've got 90 cents and a stubborn kind of pride I didn't expect to feel over 90 cents. I make the last of the rice, the last egg, and I eat it looking at my empty wallet sitting on the counter like it just ran a marathon alongside me and deserves a medal. And then it's over. Just like that. No countdown, no finish line, just a Tuesday morning that happens to be different from the 6 before it. I walk into a store the next day and buy something that isn't rice, and it feels almost too easy. Weirdly easy, like I forgot how normal shopping is even supposed to feel. I'm standing there holding a granola bar I would have thrown in my cart without thinking a week ago, and now I'm just looking at it. I buy it anyway, but I catch myself doing the math first. Do I need this, or do I just want it because it's sitting right there? I never used to ask myself that question. Now, standing in a bright, ordinary grocery store aisle with way more than $10 in my pocket, I can't stop.